Students, in lesson number 3rd we are going to study first the activity, that is before the exercise 3.1. we will complete it at first and then we will see the next part of our lesson. Okay, so first of all we will see the question. What is the question here given? In figure, bisector of angle B and angle C. Bisectors of angle B and C of triangle ABC intersect at point P. So here it is the figure. This is triangle ABC. Okay, and in this triangle inside, this is the bisector BP. It bisects the angle ABC. That is, BP bisect angle ABC and PC it bisect angle ACB. It bisect angle ACB. Okay, so these bisectors are there, and then we have to prove that. What we have to prove? That is angle BPC. Angle BPC is equals to 90 plus 1 half BAC. 90 plus 1 half BAC. That we have to prove. Now, to prove this, first of all, what we have to do? See here. It is activity actually, so we have to fill the boxes given in the question. So, if you see here, what they gave us in triangle ABC. So, here it is triangle ABC. In this triangle, angle BAC, where is angle BAC? This is angle BAC. Plus angle ABC, plus angle ABC, plus angle ACB. Sum of these all angles. So here written sum of measures of angles of a triangle. So how much is the sum? Yes, it is 180 degree. Okay. So what you will write in the box? 180 degree. Here what we have to prove? That is so here it is 180. Then here if you see in the question, we want 1 half angle BAC. Okay, what we want? 1 half BAC. So what we will do here? Here we will write half. We will take for every angle. So here we will write half. Here we will write half. Here we will write half. Means we will multiply this with the half. Okay, multiply this equation with the half. So BAC, here it is 1 half BAC. If you multiply BAC with 1 half, then 1 half BAC. ABC multiply with 1 half, then 1 half ABC. ACB if you multiply with 1 half, then it is 1 half ACB. And here it is equals to 1 half into 180. So whenever we are multiplying the equation, so both sides we have to multiply with the same number. So here for this equation we multiplied here it with the half. So half into BAC, half into ABC, half into ABC, half into ACB, half into this. So it's all equation, we wrote it here. Okay, till that clear? So all of you write down this measure is equal to what will come here in the boxes. Here it is 180, and here also what will come? That is 180 degree. Okay, now if we divide this, 2 1s are 2, 2 9s are 18 and 0. So here what will come? 90 degree. So what we got it here? 1 half BAC plus 1 half ABC plus 1 half ACB is equals to 90 degree. So we will see here what is the, so here it is given already. It will be 90 degree. Next step of it is that what we have to do, we want in the question, in question what we want? 1 half BAC, 1 half BAC. So what we will do here, 1 half BAC 180, and here also 180. Okay, so 1 half BAC we will take this side of 90 is here, and 1 half BAC we will take this side of equation. So it is positive here, it will come here as a negative. It will come here as a negative. Now if you notice here in the question and this, you will notice that here 90 plus 1 half BAC and here 90 minus 1 half BAC. These things we got it here. Okay. Now next what we have to do? BPC. BPC is there, that we have to find out. So for that what we have to do? First of all, take triangle BPC. So this is a triangle BPC. Okay. In the triangle BPC also, it is also a triangle, and according to the what statement, sum of all angles of a triangle is equal to 180. So here this angle PBC plus PCB plus BPC. Okay, these angles sum is equals to what will come here, 180 is the it will. Now next step of it is that, see here BPC, this is BPC, we wrote it here, and here PBC plus PCB, PBC plus PCB, its value is 90 minus 1 half BAC, that we have to put in this bracket. What? 90 minus 1 half BAC. Okay, so if I will write here 90 minus 1 half BAC, here 90 minus 1 half BAC, angle BAC. Okay, so this BPC will remain here only, so 180 it is here, and this step is a 90 minus 1 half BAC, it will goes here for the subtraction, because here it is for the addition. Okay, so 180 minus 90 minus 1 half BAC. Okay, and next step of solving is the angle BPC is equal to 180 minus 90 is plus, so minus into plus minus, here it is minus sign we give, and minus into minus plus, plus sign is given here. So here sign change and just write the remaining part of the equation as it is. So 180 minus 90 minus 1 half BAC. So 180 minus 90, what is the answer? 90, and 90 plus 1 half BAC is we have proved. So therefore we have to write here angle BPC is equals to 90 plus 1 half BAC. We can prove it easily. So here what we have to write? So in the first bracket, first box is there we have to write 180 degree. Here also 180 degree will come, and here at this place 90 minus 1 half BAC, angle BAC, 90 minus angle 1 half BAC, this will come. So in this way we can prove that if this is the angle bisector, if in a triangle, if these are the angle bisectors of a triangle of two angles, then what they told you, that BPC angle is there, this angle BPC is there. Okay, this angle BPC is equal to 90, this angle is 90 plus 1 half BAC, 90 inside we have to, if we add this angle, then we are getting angle BPC. So in this way you have to complete this activity, and after that yesterday you solved the 3.1 practice set, and now I think you don't have any doubt in this. If you have, then ask me on my personal number. The next part is the congruence of a triangle. Next part is the congruence of a triangle. So when we are saying that two triangles are congruent to each other, suppose I will draw here one triangle and I will draw one more triangle here. This is suppose triangle ABC, and this triangle is PQR. This triangle is PQR. Now when we say that these two triangles are congruent to each other, suppose this angle's measure is 70 degree. Measure of this angle is equal to 70, and here P angle is also 70. So angle P is equals to angle B is equals to, how much we got it here? P is equal to angle B. B here I have to write. Angle B. Next, if the measure of angle C, otherwise A we will take 30 degree, and here Q is also 30 degree. Okay, so angle A is equal to angle Q is same, and angle R, remaining sum of all angles of triangle, is 180. So suppose this R is equal to 180 and C is equal to 180. So R is equal to angle C. R is equal to angle C. Okay, means all angles are congruent and all sides are equal. Means AB is equals to, how much is the measure AB? Same measure is the PQ. Okay, means all sides are congruent to equal in measure. BC is equal to, suppose AB is equal to 5 and PQ is equal to also 5. If it is 6, this is also 6, and this is measure is 7. then this is 7. Then we say that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Okay, when I said to you, when the sides are equal in measure, all the sides of first triangle are equal in measure with the all the sides of another triangle, and angles are also congruent to each other, then we say that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Okay, then we say that they are congruent to each other. Okay, now here activity is given to you. So what is here given? Here we have to take triangle A1, B1, C1, another A2, B2, C2. These two triangles we have to take. Just cut the pieces of these two triangles, and what we have to do here, and one more triangle is here, that is A3, B3, C3, and ABC is also one triangle is given. Okay, one more triangle is given here, that is A4, B4, C4. So here how many triangles are there in the figure? 5 triangles are there. Okay, total 5 triangles are there. So here what they gave, activity they told you, draw triangle ABC of any measure. So here is the triangle ABC on a card sheet and cut it out. Now afterwards we have to cut it. Place it on a card sheet. Make a copy of it by drawing its border. Now we have to draw the borders, and we have to draw this first triangle, that is A1, B1, C1. This is A1, B1, C1. We have to copy it. Next, what we have to do here, now triangle ABC, slide the triangle ABC which is cut out from the triangle of some distance, and make more copy of it. Again we have to make the copy, and that triangle is A2, B2, C2. So here it is A2, B2, C2 triangle. Okay, same we have to do. Again what they told you, then rotate the cutout triangle ABC a little as shown in the figure, and make another copy of it. Name it A3, B3, C3. So this triangle ABC is there, no? We have to rotate. Okay, this triangle ABC is, suppose we have to rotate, means only we have to change its position, but triangles measures are same. Now which is triangle we are getting here? A3, B3, C3. Now then flip the triangle ABC, place it on another card sheet. Now this triangle is there, we have to take out from that card sheet, and we have to keep in another card sheet and make a copy of it, and that is A4, B4, C4. Now what we had done, first we drawn one triangle, and by using the same measure we have to draw 3 A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, and A3, B3, C3. These 3 triangles on one card sheet paper. Okay, little bit flip, and that A3, B3, C3s, and one more triangle, that is A4, B4, C4. We have to draw on another card sheet paper. Now what happens here? Now we got how many triangles? That these 4 triangles. Okay, A1 triangle A1, B1, C1, triangle A2, B2, C2, triangle A3, B3, C3, triangle A4, B4, C4, and original triangle ABC. So now how many triangles we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 triangles we have. Now what we have to do here? See here. So next, have you noticed that each of them, each triangle A1, B1, C1, triangle A2, B2, C2, triangle A3, B3, C3, and triangle A4, B4, C4 is congruent with triangle ABC. Means if you cover these 4 triangles, suppose this is our A1, B1, C1 triangle, on it ABC triangle. If we keep this A1, B1, C1 on it, it exactly overlaps the triangle ABC. If you this kept on it, and if you just see, just adjust the margins, you will see it is also exactly matches, or it will cover all the ABC circle. Same with this A3, B3, C3, and A4, B4, C4. Okay, why? So exactly it coincides the triangle ABC. Now and then if it is there, they exactly covers, then we are saying that triangle A1, B1, C1 is congruent to ABC. Triangle A1, A2, B2, C2, it is also congruent to ABC. A3 B3 C3, it is also congruent to triangle ABC, and A4 B4 C4, it is also congruent to triangle ABC. Okay, now is congruent with ABC? Yes, because each of them fit exactly on triangle ABC. Each of them fit exactly on triangle ABC. Let us verify A3 B3 C3. If we place angle A on A3, suppose this is my triangle ABC, I will color it this, and another triangle, if it is there, I will take another one more triangle. So suppose this is my another triangle. Okay, I have drawn here, it exactly overlaps the ABC. So here the points are A coincide with A1, B point of first triangle coincides on with B1, C coincides with C1, or here which they gave 3. So A coincide on A3, B coincides on B3, and C coincides on C3. In this way, if exactly it matches, okay, ABC covers totally with A1, B1, C1, A3, B3, C3, then in this figure, what they told you, angles A, if we place A on A3, if you see here, A is here and A3 is here, B upon B3, B upon B3, C on C3, then only they will fit each other, and we say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle A3 B3 C3. If such a condition is there, we say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle A3 B3 and C3. Okay, such a situation is there. And with this also, AB is equals to A3 B3. If you see here, AB is blue color line is there below this, and green color line also is on it. So A1 AB is equal to A3 B3. BC is equal to B3 C3. Here it is BC, and B3 is also B3 C3 is also on it. It coincide the AB. CA is equal to C3 A3. Note that while examining the congruence of two triangles, we have write their angle and side in specific order, and that specific order is called as 1-to-1 correspondence. Now, how to write the correspondence of this? So, whenever we are writing the correspondence of this, how to write? Just if you see, A coincides with A3. Another color I will take now. If you see here, A coincides A3, means what will come here? First triangle A and another triangle is, you know that, A3. So A coincides with A3. Wait, we have to write its congruence. So A coincides with A3. Correspondence we have to, A corresponds with A3. B overlaps on B3. So here B corresponds with B3. And here C and C3, they coincide. So C corresponds with C3. So whenever we are writing its congruent, first here it is, I already written this side ABC, means 1, 2, 3. So here ABC corresponds with A3 B3 C3. A3 B3 C3. In this way we have to write this. If you are changing its order, then what happens? What we have to do? If you want to change the order of it, what we have to do here? We have to change the order of another side also. So here it is C and C3. So here, if I will check, instead of triangle ABC, if I will read it as a BCA. What I read? BCA. So when I want to show the congruent, then I have to write here which B is corresponds with whom? B is correspond with B3. So I have to write here B3. Then next C is corresponding with C3. So C3, and lastly A is corresponds with A3. So in this way we have to change its order 2. Okay, for what? Understanding the correspondence. So that is the correspondence. Now here what they told you, here same thing just I taught you, that is only given here. AB is equal to A3 B3, BC is equal to B3 C3, CA is equal to C3 A3. Okay, next here then we say that, note that by examining the congruence of two triangles, we have to write angles and sides in a specific order. Okay, so just now I told you that when triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, that is condition given. If triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, then triangle PQR, then angle A is equals to angle B, first, angle B is equal to angle Q, second, and angle C is equals to angle R. Okay, that we have to keep in your mind. Okay, what I said to you, again I will repeat it. See here what I said: A, P, B, Q, and B, Q, and C, R. A is equal to B, B is equal to PQ, and C is equals to R. And with this, AB, first two sides, is equals to PQ. AB, PQ. If you are taking second and third side, means which BC, this is the angles over, I will rub this for better. So BC means which one? Second and third. So here also QR. So BC is equals to QR, and AC is equal to PR. AC is equals to PR, otherwise RP. In this way we have to write the correspondence of the sides and angle, and this means that with 1-to-1 correspondence between the angle and sides of two triangle, okay, we get 3 pair of congruent angles and 3 pair of congruent sides. So 3 pairs, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3 pairs of congruent angles and 3 pairs of what? Side congruent sides. If it is there, then these two triangles are congruent to each other. So today we had seen this activity. So all of you complete this activity today. Okay, and that one example left, that last lecture, practice set inside we have to solve this, and after that tomorrow in next section we will see the test of correspondent congruent angles test we will see. Okay, so today we will stop here only. Okay, thank you.